Hi there. So, when you take on the parent role, I don't actually have a biological child, but when you take on the parent role for existence, it's not responsible to send people to a reality where they don't know that they can't hurt anybody. Because this is another thing about people who are psychopathic is they don't want to be psychopathic. They want I mean if you live forever, you're going to want to explore the infinite range of emotions at your own pace, not at my pace, but at your own pace. You know, or actually not psychopaths, sadists, and most psychopaths are sadistic, but that's beside the point. To one degree or another. But then again, humans, you, I mean, I'm a hyper empath. I don't. There are so few of my kind that have ever come to the earth that it's from my perspective. Um, People are on a range of psychopathy. That, from my perspective, even I mess up sometimes, and I mean it's just minute stuff. But from my perspective, it's massive. Most people would be like, "That's nothing," but that's the kind of things I deal with. Um, so yeah, my empowerments are condensing an extremely large amount of knowledge and condensing it so I can explain it in human terms. And it's not that I can win every debate. It's that I just make debates that I know matter. You know. And what's another thing? Empowerments. Yeah, I feel everything, obviously. Hyper empath feels everything. That's why hyper empaths never say, I'm good, or, you know, the day's nice, I'm having a good day. Hyper empaths, if anybody's suffering, they're not having a good day. And so a lot of people don't understand that hyper empaths are different than an average human being. Um, and they don't speak the same way, they don't act the same way, things like that. Yeah, let me think about this. I mean, as a finisher, I have to have a pretty wide berth of what existence is in order to solve all the problems. And unfortunately, that's made my life very hard because when you're trying to get a very wide berth, at least to the point where you understand the magnitude of the problem, you have to have an extremely unpleasant life on multiple levels in ways that ordinary people don't go to. And so, yeah, it's just one of those things, and you work with what you have and you move forward, you know. What else would I say? Yeah, it's really arrogant to dictate to people what their forever should be, and that's one of the biggest problems with the spirit world calls me a finisher, meaning I finish all the dharmas, and it's really arrogant, and it's really dangerous territory to tell everybody what they need to be with their forever. Um, in certain respects, I mean, we have a current system in play and the system works the way it does. But when you start moving into the territory of, something like everybody needs to be perfect forever, that's not giving everyone what they want at nobody's expense. That's not what that is. And to dictate to people what perfect is, because everybody has a different idea of what perfect is. I know that people want to explore different things in their lives. So it's really, if you're making a new plan, you need to not put people in a position where they can't explore different avenues of the way existence works. Because forever, like I've said before in my videos, is a very, very, very long time. I mean, it's so long that a gazillion years is that small. That's how long forever is. And a lot of people don't want to wrap their heads around it. We did wrap our heads around it eons ago. We made the new plan. We thought it would keep us entertained forever. And the question is, does the old plan still work, or do we need a new plan? My perspective, new plan. Because there are loopholes in the old system that can be used to send people to places where they don't want to be forever, and that's not good news at all. So I'm going to approach all the beings in existence. I'm going to say, here's the deal. We have a little bit of a problem here. Can we adjust the plan in this way to make sure it works out better than it currently does? I'm not trying to dictate the universe or anything like that. I understand enough to know that we did this together, and I just happen to be a person who has the type of mind to handle this situation. Yeah, I mean, empaths, everybody's trying to be happy. And when you're a hyper empath, you're trying to make everybody happy forever. And there are lots of different types of beings in the universe. Because if you're a hyper empath and you're trying to be happy, you can't be happy until everybody else is happy. And so that's a different type of being. And yeah, I think I'll just stop there.